This tutorial will show you how to add an image to a page. These instructions are not specific to any particular organization. If your site is in Drupal 7, regardless of whether your site is responsive or non-responsive, the steps will be the same. For any questions, please submit a support ticket at support.oneinch.com, or if you are in Basecamp working on a new site, please post a new Basecamp message for your project team, and don't forget to watch any other helpful tutorials on Knowledge Base. To get started, of course, you'll want to make sure that you are logged in. You'll also want to have an image picked out to add to the page. Now, you can always add an image that's already existing in your file browser, but you always can upload a new image as well to your file browser so that you can find it and use it on any site page. Okay, so if I want to add an image over here on the right-hand side of this help page, I'm going to go ahead and click the Edit tab so that I can go into the editing screen. And if I want to add an image over here on the right-hand side, I'm just going to go ahead and choose up here at the very top of the page on the far left side of this United Way area. And I'm just going to go ahead and click the little image icon that looks kind of like a postcard in your formatting toolbar. Go ahead and click on that. That'll take you to an image properties pop-up. From here, you're going to click the Browse Server button to take you to your file browser. You can always find an image that you have already in your file browser and use one there, but I'm going to go ahead and upload an image. So if you click the upload button over here, next you're going to want to choose browse. That'll pull images from your computer. So let's go ahead and find a different one. Let's add this one. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and add that in. You'll see the title listed here in this field. And then I'm going to completely skip the create thumbnails option. You do not want to use those. And then just go ahead and upload as is. That'll add the image to my file browser. Here I can either click the insert file option or I can double click the title of the image. Both will work. If I click that, then it'll add it to my image properties pop-up. And this image is 650 by 433. I do not want it that large, so I'm going to go ahead and make it 350. And that'll also, if the ratio is locked down here, if you change the width, it'll also change the height, or vice versa. If you change the height, it'll also change the width. So if I switch this to 350, I'm going to unlock my ratio, remove my height. To make sure that the image is responsive on the page, I'm going to add about 5 pixels of horizontal space and 5 pixels of vertical space around the image. So that way, if I am putting this image amongst some other text and the text wraps around the image in any part, then I'm just making sure that that text is not going all the way up to the image and almost looking like it overlaps the image. And then last but not least on this, I'm going to set the alignment to right because I want this image to appear on the right side of the page no matter what. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. That's going to add it in here already. And then from there, I'm just going to go on down to the bottom of the page, save my work, and take a look. And then you'll see the image has been added in over here. Now I always have the ability to go back into the editing screen, move the image around. So if I would prefer it on the left-hand side of the page, or if I want it smaller, or if I want it centered, then I can always go in and update it. But again, I just want to make sure that I'm clicking the editing tab, going back in, and then I can either click on the image and right-click to bring up an image properties option, or I can always click on the image and then go ahead and click the icon in the in the formatting toolbar menu, and that will bring up the image properties. And then again, I have the ability to edit the width and the height. I can add a border, change the horizontal or the vertical space that's added to it or padding. I have the ability to switch the alignment if I want to make sure that this is centered aligned. Then I would make sure that the alignment is set to not set. And then I can always use the alignment options in the formatting toolbar to either make sure that it's centered on the page. So in this case, if you have any questions about editing the image on your site, or if you notice that you do not have a file browser button when you go to browse your file browser, Then go ahead and click the Help button in the black admin menu, and that'll take you out to support.1h.com, where you can register your support site account, submit a support ticket, and then also peruse knowledge base for helpful tutorials and articles.